Hi Libra, this is Mary with Sayre, Seer, ready for your midnight reading. Anyway, this is for September 23rd through the 30th, 2019. I hope you're well. So I pulled the cards because I just feel more organized, and I just want to spend more time on to read the message because they've been pretty deep. Okay, with that in mind, your first oracle card is coming to life, and it's reversed. So, and 29 is an 11, which is like, it's like an angel number, Heaven's Gate, something like that, I think. But, or it could be, goalposts. So, so the message here is that we need some help. We need you to get out of your way, your own way, and let Spirit guide you. Okay, so you may be trying to control some stuff, and I'm going to go deeper with some of the other cards, but the message is to trust that you're being spiritually guided, and this is in your greatest, for your highest good. I know, Libra, I know. I'm an air sign too. Okay, second card. This is your angels and ancestors. This is the enchanted map, okay? Star Ancestor is your other one, your angel and ancestors. So the idea is that the Native Americans thought that the stars in the sky were their ancestors, that when they passed away, or the entities that came down from the sky and gave knowledge, a lot of indigenous tribes believe that, a lot of people believe that. Anyway, Star Ancestor is asking you to follow your voice, the voice of your soul. Okay, so this card here, it's about purpose. So I know there's been some stuff going on. Again, we're going to talk about that. Why is that happening? It's to maybe guide you into your life's purpose. Okay, so we're gonna start there, and to listen to that inner voice. Okay, it's the one that tells you, maybe I ought to check that. That little voice that tells you to be careful when you're driving, and then somebody spins out of control in front of you, like 1 second later. Stuff like that. Is that voice right there. It's always giving us guidance. We're not always paying attention until major stuff happens. Then we start listening. Then we start asking. And sometimes that's exactly where we should be. Okay? All right. So we're going to start over here with coming to life. And we have the Three of Earth here, reversed. So Three of Earth is the Three of Pentacles. So this is about a job or a project or working with something, typically it reminds me of a job or working with people. Okay, so I was just looking at the cards around it. There's something that's become tedious where you don't want to work with somebody. Maybe you're not getting the reward out of it. Maybe you're not getting any pleasure. It's just the same old thing. Maybe you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Okay, like you're stuck. Okay. The next card is the Eight of Fire. So this is a card of Eight of Wands. So upright is a card of fast communication and movement. And so that kind of just, reiterates this other card that you feel like you're stuck somehow. And you're not moving forward. You're not, maybe even not doing what you feel like you should be doing. See, that's that following your heart. and the thing is, we're being advised not to get all frantic and look for it, but to release and go, I know it's going to come to me. It's just, I just got to be still. Basically, chill, be still, and the answers come. So simple, right? Okay. In theory it is. We just have to be anything, but it would help us to simplify our lives. That way we can have a simple life, peaceful life. Simple life is a peaceful life where stuff is going to happen. You just do. That's pretty neat. So then we have the Fool, reverse. Okay. So the Fool reverse says, I don't want to make a mistake. I need to go in a direction, but I don't want to make a mistake. This means that, and that's that anxiety. That's not living that simple life. So when we don't know, what you're being asked also is just to relax, because let me keep going, okay? Okay. Then we have the Lovers, or love, reversed. So this is, it's a Gemini card, is the Lovers, you know. But when it's reversed, it could be any air, though. It represents air. It could represent a relationship. So upright relationship, reversed. Relationship that's out of balance. It could be work. It could be something you thought you'd love to do. It could be a family member. It would depend on your situation. It could be a lover. It could be a husband, wife, whatever, child. And the relationship is out of balance right now. It's like you can't, maybe you can't. And for you, Libra, that's a big deal. I know. My moon's in Libra, actually. But, so, it's all happening for a reason, okay? Some of this is happening to move us away from the situation for right now, so we can be redirected, okay? And we don't have all the information. A lot of times we don't, but we still need to make decisions based on what we do have, okay? So there's probably some reflection and feeling like, I mean, they're not necessarily bad cards. They're not bad cards at all, but they're cards that of unsettled energy, you see. Energy that needs to be resolved. Does that make sense? So that kind of goes with the get out of your own way. Just try to stop fixing it. Just, okay? Because the guidance is coming. This Hierophant is, it's spiritual guidance, but it also represents religion, any kind of established structures, corporations, politics, medical, industries, tradition, dogma, religion, also spiritual guidance. Which one will we follow, right? So some of this could have you possibly looking at your life and what you thought you knew, right? So, that's kind of what's going on here. The Hierophant is also about commitment, okay? And maybe, we had the love upside down. There was something going on, either there was a betrayal or there was an unequal give and take in the relationship, in a relationship. It could have been with an establishment, a job, corporation. It could have been because we have the Three of Pentacles also. And then we have, being stuck or no communication. Not being able to speak how you feel. So, okay. So we'll leave that there for a minute, okay? Now, this is on the star ancestor side, right? So this was about, the coming to life was about looking for your inner guidance and getting out of your own way, right? See, it's like you're fighting yourself while you're trying to figure everything out. But it's not going to work. It appears that things will not be working quite in the same way that they have been previously. This is what I'm getting. Okay, a lot of us are getting that. So, Six of Water. So this is Six of Cups. This is about the past. It could be about memories of the past. It could be friends from the past. Okay. Just hold that thought there. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this is no longer, so it means, when it's upright, it means mastering a job, a life, you know. Maybe we built a life, a career, and now we don't have it anymore. We're being asked to leave it for the higher calling, for what we came here to really do. It wasn't to work for a big corporation and be micromanaged and feel like you were never good enough, because that's what a lot of it does. I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's like this control thing on a massive scale. Anyway, that's how it was for me. But so maybe you're looking at that and like the past, how there something about the past, okay? And this is the devil reverse. So maybe you overcame an addiction. Okay, so this is the devil reverse, is freeing yourself from the chains. And maybe you were able to free yourself from the chains of this job, this dogma, the corporation, okay? Religion, tradition that may not have made sense, but really doesn't now, especially now. Because you're getting this guidance, you're starting to get information, okay? And it's possible, 5 of Cups, 5 of Water, but 5 of Cups. It's possible that you might have had the information the whole time, and now you're going, wow, I wish I would have acted on it, so that would be like a regret thing. I wish I would have acted on a lot of the information I had in love, when there was no communication, what that meant, because you probably knew, right? And also, when people wouldn't work with me, so, or when things wouldn't work out the way they should have, there was maybe something underneath it that was keeping that from happening, you know. Like having an idea that would solve something in a corporate world, but they don't really want to solve it because they're making money on the mistake. You see? Something like that. Okay. That was for somebody in particular. So then this last card here is a Queen of Earth, and this is reversed. So this is... So Queen of Pentacles reverse is somebody that has financial difficulties. You know, of course, she's not going to be nurturing. She's not going to be independent. She's going to be somebody with an agenda. Okay. Could represent somebody in particular, an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or it could represent maybe how you feel, Libra, at this time, or somebody you were dealing with. So it could be you. I'm talking about an opposite person. Could resonate all or in part. General reading will not resonate with everybody, okay? And so, I mean, if it did, that would be amazing, but probably won't. Okay. So there's a lot of emotions all over. There's been a lot of sorting out of your life, though. Your relationships, your jobs. I mean, that's the way it feels. Now what, right? Well, now it's time to listen to what your soul wants. So, meditation is good, or just quiet, listening to music, taking time, going for walks, you know, connecting. It's funny because the best way to listen to your soul is to ground yourself. And that just seems like, wouldn't I be better if I just flew? But no, it is about grounding, because when you're grounded, you're eating well, is mind, body, spirit, you're in alignment, you know. Mind, heart, and stomach, they all have, you know, brain cells, and so you get those aligned in that you can feel stuff, and it's not as easy to manipulate somebody that's aligned and grounded. And then the messages that you get, the thoughts that you get, insights you get, and truths that come to you, you know what they are. You start understanding that you're not crazy. So walks, doing things, you know, to keep yourself calm. So you have balance, therefore Libra has their scales balanced, therefore the world is balanced around them and peaceful. Then you'll start getting your guidance, and you probably already are. Okay, so there wasn't a lot of extra information, because it looks like it's a sorting out of somebody's life. You know, like there's a lot of changes, or you're looking at making changes. And, you know, we're all responsible for the decisions we make, whether we can pay our bills or whatever. And sometimes, you know, you'll know if the right time, if that's what you decide to do, or you're being question to do. There is a huge message about your soul's purpose. So if you don't know that now, it might be a good time to be open to it. And it, doing something you love will bring that out. So if you're artistic or anything like that, and, just relaxing and doing something that you like, opening up the creativity in you, whether you bake or you write or you read or you talk. And play with animals, that will open up your heart chakra so you can remember who you are and you can connect better. I'm not saying you can't connect good, I'm sorry. But just, receive the messages and you'll know. And it also will help you to understand what is my soul purpose? What makes me happy? And that's the first place it's one of the first places that will help you to start. Okay, so I converse with awareness. These are the Mente Oracle cards. I converse with awareness. I create harmony. All right, so I create harmony. I converse with awareness. Harmony, Libra harmony. That makes a lot of sense, right? And you're an air sign. You converse with awareness. That makes sense too. We're being reminded to, be present in our mind. So that would mean be careful of your temptations, the substances, and anything to avoid your feelings. Okay, because that's when you can be manipulated. And it's all about the here and now. As a collective, it's important that we all help each other by being strong. Every person matters. Oh, you bet. And every person that's in the light, that's working on the good, it helps all of us exponentially. And I know you understand what that means. So, see where we're at in time here. Kind of short and sweet. So this is your guidance here. I'll just pull a couple more cards because we've got a little bit of time. Let me do these, and we'll just give you like, hey, is there anything you need to know for the week? Anything else that might pop up? Maybe we can get a hint on your soul's purpose. God, that would be the obvious question, wouldn't it, Mary? All right. It is midnight, but I like working at night. It's like I'm all alone in the world, and I like that. I don't know. I like to know people are here, but I like the space and the quiet. Okay. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And then we have the Four of Cups. That's great. Empress. In your power. All right, then we have the Four of Wands reversed. Love that. Okay, and then, there's the Devil. The Devil. All right, so here's what we got. I guess your life isn't, this is a card about nonconformity when it's reversed, okay? But remember to follow your soul's purpose, your spiritual guidance. When it's reversed, to me as a reader, I don't see the spiritual guidance, so be careful of that. There's nothing wrong with creating your own way. In fact, it's recommended. Absolutely, it's more empowering. Absolutely, and then you have control over your life, not a corporation, to an extent, right? Whatever we can, but getting your own way, your own thoughts, doing your own research, and then finding out your own truth about everything. God, it's so empowering, so important. Okay. Four of Cups. Make sure to look at the things that are right in front of you that you have not been looking at, because that'll give you tons of information. Like, these would be probably family patterns where something was going on and the woman overlooked. That's a real big one right now. But there's other family patterns, of abuse and addiction and blah, 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 right? I'm not saying that's for you. I'm just giving you examples, okay? So, you want to be looking at those patterns, because you can go, once you identify them, you go, first it's kind of, can't believe I was doing that and it's right in front of my face, that kind of thing. But it's also so freeing because now you know and it never has to happen again. As long as you stay in the moment, you stay aware, right? So, and then Empress, So Empress, this is the highest of all the women, all the queens, accomplished. She is spiritual, she's earthy, she's fire, water, and air. Everything. She's gone through all the cycles. And she's fertile, and that in her body, but also in her mind and soul. She's fertile and she's passionate. And I mean, nobody can pull it over her. She's been through it. She earned this by being the Empress, okay? So that's cool. So it could represent somebody coming to you, but it feels like it might be you after this. After you get to the stage of really looking at things and identifying them. That sets you free to a certain extent. It's just another kind of an addiction or behavior that was overlooked, but right in front of us, right? We're all seeing some stuff. Okay, so the next one is the Four of Wands reversed. Now, upright, this is like a twin flame, and it's also a card of marriage engagement and engagement. Reversed, maybe you're starting to question that whole thing. Questioning traditions, dogma, institutions, and then we have the marriage card. The institution of marriage, is that something that is really right for you? I don't know. I don't have that answer. Or you may be questioning if this Empress that just pops and says, hey, if she's right for you. Maybe that person says, I don't want to get married. But, you're supposed to be listening to your intuition right now anyway. So, just some stuff to think about. But it more feels like that this is where you're powering up to. And you're being asked to look at everything that you thought you knew. Okay? And that especially includes in institutions and things that are already established, okay? Ways of being, ways of acting, ways of dealing with stuff, ways of having relationships. Maybe we're all going to change that because something's got to give there, right? Something's not. I'm not saying I know. I don't. I'm questioning it too. The last card is the Devil. Be careful. And it kind of feels like there might be an addiction that you have, or somebody has. Be careful. Because it's the best way to be unempowered. Your power is always taken away with addiction, obsession, and ego. So it's really important you keep that in check within your balanced and active life. Okay? Love you guys. Have a good week. Take care.